Hello again, everyone. In our last video, we talked about what is a degree and how we can break it into smaller components. 1/60th of a degree is a minute, and 1/60th of a minute is a second. I made this chart just to kind of give you some context. Right? A full circle we know is 360 degrees, and you can see each of those degrees have 60 minutes, so we have quite a few minutes in a full circle and over 1 million seconds in that full circle. You can see I have mapped out these other conversions, right? And those highlighted ones are really kind of like our starting point. If I know that I have a minute, for example, down in the third row, third column, I know that that is 1/60th of a degree, and 1 minute is comprised of 60 seconds. In other words, each of these rows are equivalent across the board. So when we convert, we have a few ways of approaching this. We're going to talk quickly here about doing so kind of traditionally without a calculator, and then one way with a calculator. And I'm going to add a quick supplemental video just so you can see how to do this with our calculator as well. So what you can see here, what we want to do is we want to recognize that decimals as fractions and parts out of 60 are also common fractions. So what do I mean by that? Let's look at an example here. We have negative 121 degrees and 45 minutes. Well, the nice thing when we convert, the degrees are really going to take care of themselves. It's because what we're really converting is that 45 minutes to a decimal. So what I'm really adding is 45 over 60, and we can actually simplify that to 3/4, or as a decimal, I shouldn't have that degree symbol, 0.75 degrees. Maybe we recognize that more directly, that 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour, but we don't really want to use time here. But it does get us to that 0.75. One more example here, go in the same direction. We are going to take 48 degrees and add to it 24 out of 60. Now that is a simplifiable fraction. That is 4/10 minutes. Sorry, we want to get rid of that. So as a fraction, and then we can write this as a decimal as 48.4 degrees. It is a little tricky going from a base 60 with seconds and minutes to base 100 with decimals. So it's not always going to work out so nicely. One other example here, go in the other direction. It will actually work out nicely. Here we can think about this as 120 degrees plus 1/10, right, as a fraction. And if we were to make that into a fraction with a denominator of 60, we could say this is plus 6 over 60, or in minutes and seconds, 120 degrees and 6 minutes. That's all for converting by hand. The final video in this series will just show you how we can use our calculator to do the same thing.